I'm from the west side of Chicago, which moved over into what's called Wicked Park right now, probably in '82. '84 is when I came up with the name Slang. That's my title. That is what most know me as. And from then on in, got obsessed with writing on trains, you know, bombing. Being with like some of the craziest, most creative guys I've known, you know, in my lifetime. Like guys who had spirit to take on and do something that didn't have a template at the time. You know, these guys was like, boom. They were guys that were in sync with me. It's like, we don't quite know how we're doing it, but we're gonna figure it out. Like they just jumped in, dived into the world. You know, currently, like Chicago, I think it's definitely in its renaissance. Chicago itself, like from, you know, I'm talking to everybody, from the fine artists to contemporary masters of like the people of Chicago that I've been a fan of for decades, versus like newer friends and artists of different realms, completely different from what I thought or what my idea of art was. So I'm sadly being influenced by the people directly around me. First time I met you, I was like, okay, this is one of those forever friends. Decades before that, my reputation was built, considered, like without a shadow of a doubt, one of the, if there was less than 5 in the early '80s, I am one of the architects of Chicago culture as far as graffiti, like urban art. I was there when it all happened, whether it was seeing the birth of house music. I was there being submerged as a kid while I'm drawing and creating, listening to disco music, listening to rock, listening to like almost every genre. So when the rap era was born, or what we thought was intravenously tied to hip hop, I was there when it was born in Chicago's culture. There is not anybody tied to Chicago's culture within the last 30 years that has no mention or no association directly with me. I do know I influenced generations to come, so I guess I always need to, you know, for the most part, remember who I am. So I see this as a very important interview of the reflection of who I am, what I've contributed, and, you know, where I've been. And seeing the generations come up versus the '80s, versus the '90s, versus 2000, when, you know, it's a whole different deal. And then you could think about 2000 and the later 2000s when, like, the new submergence of like that Damien Hirst, Andy Warhol, like art form, or when more so that it was universally connected to like most people. So there was a lot of practitioners or people that wanted to know or wanted to, you know, expand themselves or further their art. Me, for the most part, my drive was definitely all tied to graffiti. I started drawing as early as 4 years old. You know, probably closer to 3 even. I was imitating anything that I saw, from television to books that I couldn't read at the time. So I was trying to create stories from a visual aspect. So I took that into the '70s, became as obsessed probably as early as '74, '75, and saw myself as being able to create these things or like pull like information from these drawings that I can incorporate, and anything from my imagination, just adding on with a drawing or a concept.
Talk to us about, you know, works. You know, of course there was a transition to New York.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Talk to me
I did to New York.
Those works, some of the artists.
Well, one of my first big shows in New York was at Danny Simmons, Russell Simmons' brother, his older brother. When I met Danny Simmons, he told me I was with the mayor of Brooklyn. I was like, he just woke me up after coming from here, from seeing my kids. I was flying from Chicago, from seeing the kids for like, I think that's one of the times I stayed for 2 weeks. And then I went back to New York. I'm living there and I'm going to sleep for the first time in 40-something hours, you know. Drawing cartoon characters for my kids before I left, you know, out on the joint. And, you know, this dude wakes me up, yo, today is that show. I'm like, fuck what show? And we end up going to a spot, and it was, you know, Corridor Gallery, Danny Simmons, owned by Danny Simmons. He's an amazing artist himself. He's super dope. But to me, Like my intro coming out of the cab halfway asleep was like Danny Simmons. Like, oh, you up here with Steptoe? You know, I'm like, wow. Yeah, that's my guy. I said, yeah, he's like the mayor of Brooklyn. Like, damn, did Danny Simmons just call my buddy the mayor of Brooklyn? And it was Javaka, who I think at the time he was probably at about 15 children's book illustrator. So I hooked up, I ran into and met like the people that from fucking DJ Red Alert, you know, Acalypse, Rich Medina, you know all the good guys. Yeah. And so, just so many, Pharoah Munch. Met him, he was one of the most honorable. Did that music video with Cootie. I ran into him one late night at APT. He's like, we're doing a video with Sarah, Talib Kweli, and Erykah Badu in Brooklyn. Just randomly out, like, you know, doing whatever we do late at night, having a good time. And boom, you run into the right people and it's like, yo, we're shooting a video in Brooklyn tomorrow. Can you be there? Everybody be there at 1. Like, I'm hanging with y'all tonight. Wake me up. You know, they're good guys. Jay Ivy, the poet, you know, who I met at Slicks, through Howie, so it's interesting, all the connections. Then going out to New York and really having that experience. And I had it way later, because being like heavily influenced by like hip hop, the B-boy stuff from when Africa Bambaataa and all of that shit was the new shit, when Curtis Blow was that new, you know, when he was the new rapper out. Seeing KRS-One and Rakim and all the greatest of the greats. CMPE when it was born. Right there, like completely present. I was doing trains when NWA popped into the scene and slipped the whole shit of Mickey. So I was like, whoa, we just got roofied? What the fuck that come from? And shit, that's a whole lot different from, you know, the Chubb Rock, KRS-One and Rakim's, or EPMD even. Like, them motherfuckers came in like, boom. So it changed the whole dynamic. There was a paradigm shift in the culture directly then. And so I remember when that was happening, you know, seeing MCs or parts of the music or parts of influence or the commercialization of the culture when it first started, you know, whether it was a Pringles commercial with motherfuckers breaking or whether it was, you know, listen, the earliest of the days. In the 90s, I slowed down, went professional, or tried to start pursuing other options of where I knew I needed to be, you know, in life. Shit, you know, most writers, like, or everybody in the culture, like, keep it real. No, keep it realistic. You keep it realistic is everyone has a different journey. You can learn so much from artists from the past or even artists from the new, but now keep it realistic. Your journey is your journey. You're creating worlds. So if you're creating worlds, you shouldn't be stagnated from like the idea of, I guess the pro quo, or that thing that exists on the planet. For the most part, we follow because it gains some sort of attention. But for the most part, yeah, no, keep it realistic. Your journey is your journey. You create it, you take it, you make an entire and ultimate reality. That is, from my experience, what I've gained the most from like my art, what I make, what I try to create when I'm like pushing the boundaries of something new or something that's not familiar to me, something that's not connected to things that I've been influenced from. Influenced by so many things. It's like art in itself, like there's no way you can't be touched by something that is in the essence like the purest form of the imagination. This is Slang, Tyrue Jones, also Slangism, chilling with my man Kennedy, my motherfucking brother, and this is Globetrotter.